Good morning, students. Today I am going to start chapter 4, that is air around us. In this chapter we will discuss topic structure of the atmosphere. Let's proceed ahead. Like land and water, air is also significant for our life. We cannot exist in the absence of air. In fact, it is a basic source for our breathing system. Air is a mixture of various gases that surround the earth. We cannot perceive air when it is calm, but it can be felt when the air is in motion. This total mass of air surrounding our earth is known as the atmosphere. In other words, we can say the blanket of air that surrounds the earth is known as the atmosphere. Along with the gases, water vapor and dust particles are some other significant components of the atmosphere. All the gases, water vapor and dust particles combine together to form the atmosphere. The gravitational force of the earth holds it around the earth. That is why the atmosphere is dense near the earth's surface and away from the earth's surface. It starts thinning. Ultimately, it merges into a space. Thus, there is no definite boundary between the atmosphere and space. It is believed that the atmosphere extends up to a height of 100 kilometer for the surface of the earth. Let's know the structure of the atmosphere. On the basis of composition, temperature and other properties, the atmosphere may be divided into 4 layers. Starting from the bottom, the layers are called troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. However, the boundaries between these layers are neither fixed nor well defined. The layers overlap and vary in thickness. First, we will discuss about troposphere. The lowest and densest layer of the atmosphere is known as the troposphere. About 3/4 of the mass of the atmosphere is contained within this layer. The extent of this layer is about 18 kilometers above the equator, but only about 8 kilometers above the two poles. The troposphere acts like a blanket. It prevents day from becoming very hot and nights from becoming very cold. Within the troposphere, the temperature decreases as we move up. Most of the water vapor, clouds and dust particles of the atmosphere are found in this layer. The troposphere gets its name from the Greek word tropos, which means turning. This is because all the weather changes that we experience take place in the troposphere. The upper limit of the troposphere is marked by the troposphere pause, where the general decrease in temperature with altitude stops. Now we will discuss about stratosphere. The stratosphere lies above the troposphere and extends to about 50 km above the Earth's surface. A part of the stratosphere is known as the ozonosphere, as it has the maximum concentration of ozone in the atmosphere. Ozone protects us by absorbing the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. The ozonosphere becomes quite warm by the absorbing these rays. This layer is the most ideal for flying aeroplanes because of the absence of clouds and weather condition. Now we will discuss about the mesosphere. The mesosphere lies above the stratosphere. It extends to about 80 km above the Earth's surface. In this layer, the temperature decreases with altitudes and falls as low as minus 85 degrees Celsius. Meteors entering the atmosphere usually burn up in the mesosphere. Above the mesosphere is thermosphere, where the air is very thin. In the lower layer of thermosphere, iron particles are present in concentration. The chief characteristics of this sphere is formation of ionosphere by electrically charged particles known as ions. These ion particles are electrically charged and play an important role in our wireless communication. Radio waves can be sent to different places through these ion particles. They enable wireless communication over the Earth's surface. Beyond the thermosphere, about 1600 km above the Earth's surface, the Earth's atmosphere gradually merges with very thin gases of the outer space. Students, do you know? In the upper layer of the atmosphere, microscopic dust particles scatter incoming solar rays and absorb all colors of except blue, giving blue color to the sky. Today's home assignment: what do you know about the term atmosphere? Second, what is the differences between troposphere and stratosphere? And third, define mesosphere and thermosphere. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.